Hi guys and welcome to my channel. For those who are new here, let me fill you in. My name is Cara and on my channel you see me zigzagging across the globe exploring all different kinds of places. In this series I embark upon a 30-day road trip in the USA with my ride or die, my twin sister Cara and baby Noah, whose main contribution to the vlog are cute sounds like this one. We have arrived at the end stop of our 30-day road trip in the States and currently in Texas visiting our dad's friend Jim. In today's episode it's all about planes. Jim owns a lot of planes which we will explore from the inside in this vlog. So stay tuned to get an inside peek at this stunning DC-6 or this dilapidated DC-6 fuselage with intact interior. We also get to see the Beech C45, a Grumman torpedo bomber and a Piper Cup plane. And not to forget Cara doing some 6 stunts in the famous GameBird aerobatics plane. We also take a spin around Texas, so this episode is full of fun and interesting things. Stay tuned. We got the Chevy running. So cool, wow. What a beautiful
got a
car.
plane on the front, an eagle type of plane.
Love that.
Is this plane?
Yeah, this is from the 50s.
Alrighty, we have our means of transportation, so let's go explore some planes. Ready, walking up to the DC-6 airplane. Gonna check it out from the inside. And it looks really cool. It's all steel on the outside. It's a real beautiful plane. 4 propellers.
What a bike.
And let me show you. She's huge. Anyways, I'm really curious to see her from the inside. And my dad flew on this plane from Oakland to Miami, if I'm not mistaken, with Jim. This is his friend where we're staying at. And yeah, so I'm gonna see where he sat. So before I take you inside the plane, here's a bit of background info. My dad and Jim had known each other for a very long time. In my childhood, Jim's name would often come up, but I could never put a face to the name or the stories. So in my eyes, he was always this mythical figure. After my father passed away, my twin and I decided to travel across the world to meet him. Obviously, he knew many stories about our dad that we didn't know about, and this plane holds one of those memories. So about 30 years ago, when Jim got this plane and fixed the engines himself, my dad was so impressed by the plane and Jim's work that he wanted to take it for a spin, which they did. Here are pictures of my dad and Jim in front of the airplane back in the heyday.
Ja, het was wel
Zo'n huis rond te klimmen.
How long I've been since I've been up here.
Oh yeah. Yay, you're in!
Through the safety window.
Youpie! Woohoo! Well done! And then we got some footing to stand on before we jump in. Alright, into the hole we go. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is perfect to make it into a hotel.
Unfortunately today, this DC-6 is not flight worthy anymore. It needs quite a bit of TLC as you can see, but let me give you some background story about this particular aircraft. The DC-6, then called a C-118 Liftmaster, was initially developed as a military transport aircraft during World War II, used mostly as VIP transport for government and military leaders, but also serving a key role in humanitarian aid. It was first used by the Air Force, then given to the Navy. After the war, it quickly transitioned to civilian use and used until 1984. The DC-6 was one of the first aircrafts capable of non-stop transcontinental flights in the US. It was powered by 4 Pratt & Whitney R2800 double wasp engines. They were among the most powerful radial piston engines of the era. In its heyday, the D6 was known for its luxury. Passengers enjoyed wide seats, spacious cabins, and sometimes even sleeper berths. It represented the golden age of air travel, with white glove service and gourmet meals served on real china.
And was Dad like blown away with this plane? Did he love it?
Yeah. Well, that's why he wanted to ride it. He just thought it was cool. Well, he saw it when I first bought it. He came over with some friends, when it had no engine, so there was nothing in the cockpit or anything.
Yeah.
And 6 months later, I told him I had the engines running and everything back in the cockpit. He goes, "Oh no, I got to come see that."
Nice. That's awesome. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your pilot speaking, Jim. We're gonna have a 6.5 hour flight to Timbuktu. The weather outside is 78 degrees Celsius, smooth sailing, no clouds. If you look on your left, we're just departing the airport. On your right, you'll see a meadow. Soon we'll be over the Atlantic, and our lovely stewardesses will be serving you some peanuts. All right, y'all behave yourself, and we'll see you in Timbuktu. What about the? Okay, now talk to the tower with your eyes.
Tower 1-2, Tower 1-2. It's Echo 9er flying in on your left bank. Side winds, asking if we can land on the south runway. Over.
It's pretty good. Sounds legit.
You gotta do that.
So here I am sitting in the same seat my dad sat 30 years ago. It was really quite special. Another interesting fact, Jim got to meet John Travolta when they were doing a commercial or a film with this DC-6. Unfortunately, the ad never aired, but he's got the pic to prove it. Here it is.
We're walking out to the DC-6 to take our pictures. It's golden hour here in Texas.
It's our last evening in Texas with Jim. And we're gonna take a little picture in front of the DC-6. And it's golden hour, so no better time. And yeah, to close off an incredible holiday, meeting Jim and spending time together. It was amazing. And we're gonna miss you, Jim.
Yeah, me too.
I miss you so much. But we're gonna come back. And look at that view right there. Woo! She's amazing. What a base. The pics turned out really nicely, real Top Gun type stuff, if you know what I mean. So one afternoon, Jim comes up to us and says he has a buddy that has a stunt plane, and if we'd like, we could take a ride in it. I distinctly remember coming up with an excuse so I didn't have to do it, and that automatically meant Cara was gonna have to take one for the team. So here she goes in the GB1 GameBird aerobatics plane. This plane is capable of executing an impressive range of stunts, from spins and rolls to loops, hammerheads, and other intricate high-G maneuvers. And straight at liftoff, they performed the first stunt, which is called a vertical liftoff. So scary. This is basically when an aircraft lifts off the runway and immediately transitions into a steep, almost vertical ascent using maximum thrust and pitches the aircraft sharply upwards. This maneuver demonstrates the aircraft's power and climbing capability and is usually performed by the GB1 GameBird. Crafted primarily from carbon fiber, the GameBird is lightweight yet incredibly strong, giving its remarkable durability and exceptional aerodynamic performance. With a maximum speed of around 200 knots, which is 370 kilometers per hour, and a weight of just 419 kilograms, the GB1 GameBird stands out as a high-performance aerobatic aircraft, ready to conquer the skies. That was insane. Cara stayed so calm while I would have covered the cockpit in vomit at this point, for sure. So the stunts she performed were some barrel rolls, which appeared like a corkscrew in the sky. She also did 2 consecutive loops where the plane flies in a circular vertical path starting from level flight. So this is definitely not for the weak stomach. And now it's time for a little flyby. Here is some footage of that from inside the cockpit and one from the ground that our friend Roy filmed for us. And after about 30 minutes in the air, it was time to land and set her down. And thank you, my friend, for bringing back my sister alive. Also, something that piqued my interest were these broken down fuselages of old DC-6s that Jim owns. Let's go have a look, and this one had all the interior intact, which was pretty cool. So one of these planes in particular has had quite the history, which I was able to find online. These pictures are the actual plane you see here, by the way, so it was first used by the US Navy. After that it got repurposed and became a Marine Corps plane. This plane was finally decommissioned in 2015 and was supposed to be put in a museum, but that unfortunately fell through. Since then it has been taken apart for scraps, but let's go and check it out and see what's left of it inside.
And where's the nose? Oh no, that's the nose. Where's the tail?
It's gone.
It's gone? Oh, shame. Okay, well, anyway.
No, this thing's so huge just to pull it down the road, you know,
Yeah, I can imagine.
cost me 20 grand to get from...
That's what I'm saying, like, just to move it on its side will probably be the main expense.
Yeah, I get the oversized permit and all that.
Yeah.
That works. So this is the pressure bulkhead, pressurized.
Oh, wow.
And the rest of it we cut off.
Right.
This was like the stateroom. It's got like a big bed in the back. You can take a look in here.
The president would fly in this.
Well, they actually had some like this. There was a presidential, but this is the VIP. It's the same as the presidential.
No, you're back.
Like those two circles there.
Yeah.
That would have been like the presidential seals or whatever. You know.
Oh, wow.
No way.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh, come on.
And then in the back there, what's all the way in the back?
Toilets.
Toilets
Not
as
that
well.
long. Yeah, there's not much more.
Yeah, the men's room and the ladies' room.
Ladies' room.
Nice.
They call it the powder room.
And what about this one over here?
Oh, you can look at those.
Wat vind je ervan, Nootje? Wow.
That's a good idea. We'll get those flags.
What's all in here?
It's a complete cockpit. You go in there and it's like it's on the side, so
Right.
you get an idea what it's like to be in a wrecked airplane. It's like
Yeah.
you get all disoriented. Just get out.
That's cool.
But how do you get to the
Can you
cockpit though?
grab him because he keeps throwing himself backwards, and it's like, oh, okay.
So remember the other DC-6 I showed you before that was missing the interior but had a near perfect cockpit? This is that other cockpit for comparison.
United States Marines. Same route?
Interesting.
Yeah, you'll be good?
Yeah. I just want to know where it was.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Can I hold this?
They're not too high, right?
This moves. Just hold this. Hold on, I'm gonna take. Get in here, Ka.
I'm gonna pass the video along first.
I'll make sure there's no snakes. Oh, Jim, can you grab it?
Yeah.
Hello. Whoa.
So cool.
Oh my god, it's massive!
And
Don't you just love going into abandoned things? That feeling that you'll never know what you're going to find or see? So like I said before, this plane was originally designed as a military aircraft but later transitioned into one of the most luxurious civilian airliners of the late 1940s and 1950s. In its civilian version, the DC-6's interior was designed for luxury and comfort. The cabin had wide, plush seats arranged in a spacious layout compared to today's airliners, with a focus on providing a first-class experience to all passengers. There were separate smoking lounges and even sleeping berths for long journeys, giving it the feel of a flying hotel. The planes featured wood paneling, metallic finishes and bold patterned carpeting, which reflected the design trends of the mid-century era. Carl, there's a massive kitchen here. No way, this is massive. It doesn't look this big from the outside, you know?
What's nice is this is complete.
Yeah.
This door goes here. This door goes there.
yeah, this is like fully.
You know,
This is usually this as is, actually. This part is perfect.
It's perfect.
The DC-6 was used primarily by wealthy passengers, including business executives, celebrities, and even government officials. Some airlines even outfitted DC-6s for VIP or presidential transport, making them popular amongst head of states. So Jim told us this plane was meant for museum display when it was more pristine many years ago, but unfortunately that plan fell through, and since then the plane was left vulnerable to the elements.
It's so much cooler than I thought it would be.
Yeah. I just thought of like just a tube with seats in it. That's what I was imagining. I didn't expect it to be this.
carpet. I love it.
That's like 1970s. This is what it was, the navigator's seat.
Oh my god. Nice. You got some electrical stuff. Here's some stuff is peeling off.
Just a few things. This looks like the Titanic. It needs a little bit of a cleaning sesh, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a bird's nest.
Where? Oh, there, yeah.
Oh, bless. Best house.
Yeah, it's too warm now. It's a nest. Probably. So in the time that the plane sat here, 2 hurricanes damaged the fuselage, leading to significant wear and corrosion. Despite this, Jim's vision of preserving and reimagining the DC-6 as a unique accommodation hotel could breathe new life into this piece of aviation history.
Oh, there's a compass up there. Is that a compass?
Yeah, that's the old sextant thing. You stick the thing up there and shoot the stars.
You got a little.
That is so cool.
Is this the black box?
No, it's a black box, but
It's not B.
the black boxes are actually orange.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard this once in like one of those plane crash thingies.
They call them black boxes because all these boxes are black, you know.
So cool.
So cool. What's in these little cabinets? Shall we open them?
Oh,
Watch out, shit might fall out, guys.
Snake rolls out.
Nest of rats.
Empty?
No, they can't get in there.
Shame. Shame. I was
stuff like
hoping there would be a note there, and the gold is buried.
So look, this is the crew's bathroom.
Oh my god, it's a tiny little pisser.
So there's a guy's room and a girl's room.
Okay.
So the one has a pisser and the other one doesn't.
Oh yeah, I see the little pisser. It's small.
Boy, you sure need perfect aim when going to that tiny toilet mid-flight, especially during turbulence. Anyways, on that note, time to move on to the next plane. So from what I gathered, Jim currently has 2 of these planes. These are the Beech C45. It stands kind of majestic on the land, but has been taken apart for parts. And he still has another one in pretty good state in the hangar, which still has the original military paint on it. Alright, so let's go check this one out from the inside. So like I said before, this is the Beech C45 Expediter. This plane dates back to World War II. And during the early 1950s, Beech completely rebuilt 900 C45s for the Air Force. They remained in service until 1963 for administrative and light cargo duties.
So cool.
Wow. Jefferson.
Wow, beautiful. That is a stunning plane.
Yeah. Goodness.
We've got a carbo on this plane, Jim.
And I'm getting in the front. I'm getting in the cockpit. I'm like seriously thinking, how did Dad get in all these planes? It's a pretty tight fit, Dad.
This is so cute. I love it. All right, waiter, I'll have my gin tonic now. Oh, let me get in the front with you, Car.
Welcome aboard Car Air. We are ready for departure in about 10 minutes. Just sit back and relax and enjoy the ride.
We have one emergency exit. It is the same door you came in on.
Yeah.
We shall not take off. Tango, Tango, pilot 345. Wow, that's in pilot. That's so dumb.
Yeah, what the fuck over?
Car, taking over. Let me steer.
WTF over.
Yeah. WTF over.
WTF over.
WTF over. Oh, we seem to have lost an engine. Yeah, the propeller is gone.
Remain calm.
We're
Jim is aboard.
Yeah, we'll be safe.
Jim, we're tethering you outside the plane to fix it.
Look at the beads on your face.
Clear runway 2.
Getting you delirious. We gotta go.
So hot. Let's get out of here. We're both sweating balls. Like, just...
How awesome is this plane? And this was such a fun experience and day, rummaging through Jim's hangars and just being able to open all these planes up. Thank you so much, Jim. No way.
Yeah.
What's the keys?
The little islands south of Florida. Yeah.
Cool.
Come on, Car.
Yeah.
Get out of there,
Are
sis.
you part of the 1% or not? You don't know Key West, darling.
I heard about it.
You're such a peasant.
All right.
I'm kidding.
Look at how sick this plane is. So this plane started with the US Navy in 1959. It was used to track Russian submarines using extensive equipment on board, sonar and sonobuoys that were dropped in the water to scour for Russian subs. This plane was later on converted to a mail and card delivery plane, and it was also used for training up until 1984. Fun fact, this plane has wings that can be folded for storage. Presently, only Argentina and Brazil still use this tracker plane.
Oh my god, stop! That is so cool.
So that's one that used to belong to Andre, this green one,
This one?
but it was yellow.
Oh, wow. Oh wait, I think I've seen it in pictures.
Yeah.
Caroline, this used to be Dad's plane, but in yellow. Do you remember from the pictures?
I do. I remember sitting in this plane.
Could be.
This is the Piper?
So?
Is this the Piper?
Huh?
I remember sitting in this plane.
You do?
I think I do, yeah.
But it's two people, no? A pilot and co-pilot. Yeah.
It was converted to like a more of a civilian airplane.
Yeah.
And when I took the cover off, the fabric to recover it, all the structure was still there.
Wow.
So I made it back to the original World War
The
II.
original, yeah, it's cool colors. I love the military
So
green.
had Dad painted it yellow?
No, it was like that when you bought it. 'Cause they were real abundant after World War II, and they weren't. That was 70 years ago, and they weren't collector's items at the time.
Right. Close the gates. Piper Cup. Go, Karim, put your back into it, sis. Okay. Alright, we're getting ready for departure. Ready for liftoff. Have fun, losers.
So ever since I was a little girl, my dad would always take me flying in his planes, and one of the planes I distinctly remember from my childhood was a Cessna plane he owned. He often took me or my siblings in this plane for a ride, and maybe this is why I love flying so much and feel very comfortable in smaller planes. So when Jim's friend Roy offered to take us flying in his little plane, a Grumman Tiger, I immediately accepted. He also took my sister flying, so this footage is a little mix of both of our flights. So Roy basically took us from this private airport in Texas to another airport about an hour and a half away, and then back to this one again. It was an amazing flight and very cool to observe the vastness of Texas from up above. So let me tell you a little bit about this plane. So the Grumman Tiger is a sleek, fast and nimble single-engine four-seater aircraft, often called the sports car of the skies. It's known for its unique sliding canopy that allows for an open-air experience during taxiing, and it's favored among recreational pilots. Despite its fixed landing gear, it boasts an impressive cruise speed, making it one of the fastest in its class. With a non-stall wing design and precise controls, it's very popular for flight training and cross-country adventures. So of course Roy performed some stunts for us in the plane. We did some steep turns resulting in 2 Gs, meaning that we could feel our body weight twice as much. Also meaning that, for example, holding up your arm, in my case for filming, was very hard and super heavy. In general, the Grumman Tiger is not designed for extreme G-force maneuvers, but moderate G-forces can be experienced in these standard flight maneuvers. Thank you, Roy, for this amazing flight. I really enjoyed it and I felt super safe as well. Roy even let me take over the controls for a little bit. It's a lot harder than I remember, actually. I remember my dad allowing me to do it when I was younger, and I think I was a lot better at it then than it was now. Hi guys, so I'm just having a little rest. We just went flying, which was so cool, exhilarating. Went for about 2.5 hours, almost 3, and flew all the way north from San Antonio past Canyon Lake and some other places, and it was amazing, such smooth sailing. We also landed somewhere else and then got back up again and landed here at the private airport of our friend, and it was incredible, but it was amazing. Yeah, I'm ecstatic. I love flying. I flew a lot with my dad, so this definitely reminds me of that and brings back good memories.
Okay, Car. Last day.
Last evening and we're leaving Texas.
Yeah, that's a stunning sunset.
But we're gonna miss it here. We're gonna come back because Jim's the best. And yeah, it's feel like being home here, you know?
Yeah.
That was it for this awesome vlog, if I may say so myself. As always, don't forget to like and comment if you enjoyed this episode. Ciao!